Hello, my name is Dylan Buffard. I'm with the Wednesday 0057 Chemistry Lab with a mod from 2 o'clock to 4:30, and this is the Dilution Lab. So first, we'll be creating a stock solution using the blue dye, aeroglycine disodium salt. We add 12 drops of the blue dye into the graduated cylinder, and then we will fill it up to the 15 milliliter mark with water after adding the drops. We'll then transfer this into a 50 milliliter beaker, swirl it around, and then we will separate that into 4 different measuring cups. These 4 different measuring cups have different ratios of water and stock. For example, the first solution has 1 milliliter of stock and 4 milliliters of water, 2 milliliters of stock, 3 milliliters of water, 3 milliliters of stock, 2 milliliters of water, 4 milliliters of stock, 1 milliliter of water, and the 5 milliliters of stock that will stay in the measuring cup. And that is shown on this data set from here to here. And we calculate the concentration by taking the 40 and then multiplying it by the milliliters of, or the volume of stock in the ratio of the samples, and then dividing that by the volume of the 40 concentration, which would be 5. So next we will insert a cuvette into our spectrometer and show how we get the data. But the problem with that is I do not have a cuvette due to shipping problems. So I improvised with a test tube. So, for example, we would pour the fourth sample, the 4 milliliter stock, 1 milliliter water. We will put it into the testing tube, put it into the spectrometer, cap it, and then we will get data using our Arduino program. And that data is shown in this table right here. From here to here. That is the absorption of each of these samples. And then if we throw that onto a graph, we can see that it is a linear line with the equation 0.0314 plus O2 0.215. Because it goes increasing in order of the concentration of blue dye in the sample, and the concentration also increases because of the increase of blue dye in the sample. That is a linear relationship between them. So Beer's law states that if we half the concentration, we also have to half the absorption of a stock. And from the data set, say we take concentration of 30 at about 1.15, and we half that. we get about 6. Half of 30 is 15. And if we look on the data chart, you can see that the data shows about 6 absorption rate per concentration. And yeah, that is the dilution lab.